Hey guys and girls, this is Fly By Night, and today I'm going to show you how to replace a hard drive chassis, uh, in a compact Presario CQ61. This is a laptop, so what we're going to do is we're going to flip it over. And already got the cover off here. I'll show you the basic idea. So what you're going to do is you're going to find generally the largest one. Cover contains a hard drive. Sometimes it will have a well, majority of the time it'll have a little symbol as to where the hard drive is. If you can see these little discs here, little disc symbol there. Looks like a bunch of CDs stacked on top of each other. And what you're going to need is a tiny screwdriver. This one is a flathead. Generally, Phillips head works the best. And it's one of the micro ones that you use to work for, like to work on cell phones and most laptop computers, small electronics. So what you want to do is you're going to unscrew all these screws here. There's one there. See, one here, one here, one there, and one there. I'm going to screw those, and you just keep prying the edges up with the screwdriver. Don't force it, but until it gets all of the screws get loose, and then you can pop it up gently with the screwdriver and it'll come off. Sometimes you'll have other pieces holding it back. So I thought this piece may have been holding it, the larger piece back, so I popped it off just in case. Just one screw there. That's the Wi-Fi card. So basically you get the screws unscrewed, pop this off, and you've got the RAM here, and you've got your hard drive container area here, and this is where the hard drive plugs in. As you can see, this is a SATA connection, and I got this computer. A friend wanted me to work on it and see what was wrong with it. Besides the operating system and software problems, it was giving me an error that the hard drive was missing, and so I opened it up, and lo and behold, make sure I've got this right. The hard drive was sitting in here, like so. You just sit it down there and plug it in, but there was no chassis to secure it, and so the hard drive, if the laptop would get moved or shaken about, it would pop loose and it wouldn't register. And this is really not good because you can damage the hard drive, lose files, corrupt files. Just not good. So what I did was I ordered this chassis off the internet for, I don't know, $5 or $6. It's the only one I could find. It's really cheap, but I think it'll do the job. So what you want to do is line this up. This is a pull tab. you're going to have that on this side. So it's going to fit like that. I did not receive any screws with this chassis, and I don't have any spares, but just for demonstration purposes, and I'm going to get some screws for this. Anyway, as you can see, you place the cover over here, and you line it up to the hard drive, and underneath here, 3 hard drives. There's holes, 1, 2 on that side, and then 2 on the other side. Alright, so what you need to do is place this over the hard drive, and just a quick note, I should have mentioned this earlier, whenever you're dealing with the insides of the computers, of any computer or electronics, make sure that you're not going to transfer static electricity to any of the electronic components, like the RAM or the hard disk, like the connectors there, or any of this area here. Always touch a piece of metal or get a static wristband and wear it and clip it to a ground, so that you won't transfer static electricity to any of the electronic components and damage them. What you also want to do before you open up the computer is disconnect the battery, like so. That way you are absolutely positive that there's no power going to any of the components, especially if you're doing replacing the RAM or any of the other major components, which also applies to the hard drive. So you got this. You screw the screws, 1, 2, and then 2 on the other side. If you don't have 4 screws, you can do 1 here and then 1 here, and that will suffice. So then you drop it down in here, like so. As you can see, it butts up against plastic here, and this will butt up against there. And so what we're going to do is we're going to gently push the hard drive so that it is connected there. And then what you would do is make sure it's pressed down. You would have 4 screws, and it varies. Sometimes you may have just 1 screw to secure the chassis that you screw, and most of the time you'll have screws that come with the computer. This one I don't, and not sure why they didn't send me any screws with this chassis, but I'll have to get some. So I need 1 screw there, 1 screw here, 1 screw there, and 1 screw there. This isn't fitting exactly like I thought it might. Got an issue over here on the side. There's not wanting to go all the way down here. As you can see, that little metal piece is catching on the rim, so that might be an issue for me. Anyway, let's see if the cover will go back on now. most of the time when you're taking off these covers, the screws are not going to come out of the cover, so you don't have to worry about losing them. They are in there, so you just unscrew them from the interior of the computer. And this is going to work out even though I don't have screws. These two screws here, these two are going to go through these holes, which will in turn secure the chassis to the rest of the computer, and therefore keep the hard drive from moving, because it's also butted up against these corners here. So let's see if this is actually going to fit with that little piece that's in my way. There's always generally a side that's going to flip down with, or many sides are going to have these little clips here. So you're going to put that in first. You've also got them on this side too. I don't know if you can see them. Just like that. So you clip those in first. Like that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I may have gotten gypped on this thing. Perhaps I can, I don't know, dim that down or something. Let's try once more, see if it'll at least go on. Get the screwdriver. Yeah, I'm going to have to bend that piece. It appears that it's not going to go down. But anyway, that's the gist of it. It's fairly simple. And most modern laptop computers, I'd say, made within the last, I don't know, 5 to 10 years are going to be mostly accessible, just like this. If you're going back, I don't know, maybe 15 years, you're going to have to go deeper into the hardware of the computer, and it might require more extensive deconstruction of the computer. Getting down to the motherboard and like taking the case apart. But most newer models are going to be like this, which is great for any technician trying to work on and repair a computer, or anyone that owns a computer and is trying to make upgrades or repairs themselves. So anyway, that's the gist of it. So you would just screw everything back in place. Screw that in, screw this in, screw this in, screw this in, and then screw this back in. And then you would take your battery, and those pop in too, so usually the outside goes in first. There's a little clip there that slips in. Just pop it down, and then drop it, and it'll click into place. Just like that. And you'll see this kind of move and lock. So that's pretty much it. It's a real simple process. I want to thank you for watching this video, and please comment and rate and subscribe, and hope you come back for more. Thanks for watching. Bye.